Blue Protocol Star Resonance. I made a video, all right? When the game first released, I made a video talking about the game, my initial thoughts when it comes to Blue Protocol Star Resonance day one. And one of the main things I complained about was, the time gate system where after you progress through the story and then after you reach a certain point in the game, you pretty much hit a wall where you can't get a lot of XP, you can't level up that much anymore, and you pretty much have to wait. That's one of the main things I couldn't stand about the game. But after I put in a lot of hours in Blue Protocol, day 2, day 3, day 4, man, this game is fun. This game is fun. And I'm not trolling, I'm not lying here. I'm just being honest with y'all. This game is fun. It has been a minute since I played a game. I put in a lot of hours in a video game. It's been a hot minute. The last time I put in a lot of hours on a video game, I think was Helldivers. That was the last time. Ever since then, I would play these games for like what, 1 hours, 2 hours, and I would just log off and probably not touch the game for like a day or 2 days. But for Blue Protocol Star Resonance, I have been putting in straight hours in this game for days. And it is fun because there is so much content. Like, one of the main things I ask for whenever I'm playing a video game is content, right? I don't want to have content, like 24/7, but let's say I take a break from a game, and if when I log into the game and there's something for me to do, I'm satisfied. It could be a 1 day break, a 2 day break, a 3 day break. Every single time I log into the game and there's something for me to do, and I'm not required to do it, but I can choose to do it. Me personally, that game is really, really good. Of course, there are like a lot of things you have to take into account. You know what I'm saying? The quality of the game, story and etc. But if the gameplay is good, content is good, there's always something for me to do. Hey, I'm having a blast. All right. But the reason why I have Mtash here is because I watched the first few seconds of this video, and the title of this video is Blue Protocol Star Resonance is extremely disappointing. Now, I have no beef with Mtash. I like him. He's pretty chill content creator. But, you know, when I see somebody, when I see someone being disingenuous, like they're not being genuine when they're reviewing a game, I gotta say something about it. I gotta say something about it because this video got like 65,000 views, right? 65,000 views, and a lot of people, they're, how can I say this? Like, a lot of people are gonna view the game as like a gotcha game, right? They're gonna label it as a gotcha game, and they're not gonna touch it, and they're gonna just trash on the game without even knowing what's going on in Blue Protocol. But we're gonna play the first few seconds here, and there's like a lot of things he said here that I just completely disagree with. And one of the main reasons why is because he put in 4 to 3 hours in the game, right? And this was on October 9th, the day Blue Protocol released. Let's go ahead and play it.
Mtash here,
We're not
and
gonna
I
play the
feel
whole
like
thing.
whenever I play a video game and I critique them, I end up getting cancelled. Because I recognize very quickly when a game
Now, I will say he doesn't deserve to get canceled for, not liking Blue Protocol. Like, if you're gonna cancel somebody over not liking the game, you're just silly. But I will say for Crystal of Atlan, him getting canceled over Crystal of Atlan was stupid because Crystal of Atlan is a terrible game. It's just bad. Like, it's just a fact. The fact that that game has shields is embarrassing. It just goes to show you guys that people will shield anything. I wouldn't be surprised if people would shield for a piece of trash. Like, it's just insane how people are shilling for Crystal of Atlan. But for Blue Protocol Star Resonance, I feel like there's like a lot of things he's saying that are just simply not true.
is not worth my time and potentially not worth your time. I think that Blue Protocol Star Resonance is going to be one of those games because in the last 3.5 to 4 hours that I've been playing the game,
So you guys see there, right? So he put in like 3 to 4 hours in the game, and right off the bat, he's saying, yeah, this game isn't worth your time. Now, I can understand, he's probably frustrated because of the time gate system, which is completely valid. Like, the time gate thing, it sucks at day one. But once you like look past the time gate and you actually play the game for at least 2 to 3 days, trust and believe me, bro, this game is freaking good when it comes to content. Yes, we are in the honeymoon phase, don't get me wrong, but as up to right now, man, there's just a lot of things going on, man. And I'm going to show you guys later on this video how much content we have in Blue Protocol. But if you're going to put in 4 hours in this game and immediately jump to the conclusion that this game isn't worth anyone's time, you got to say things that are actually valid in order for you to back that statement up. Let's see what he says here.
I'm not sure there's been one moment where I've had any even glimpse of fun. There hasn't been
That's fair. Having fun in the game is subjective, so that's fair.
one moment where I was challenged. There wasn't
That is not subjective. So he's saying there's not one moment where he felt like he was being challenged in the game. Let's go ahead and switch on over to Blue Protocol real quick. So, oh, look at my character. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, yo, my character is dripped up, bro. My character is dripped up. I spent no money getting this skin. This skin is completely free. But he said that there is no challenge, right? Let me go ahead and show you guys how many bosses there are in this game as up to right now, because they're definitely going to add more in the future. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 14 bosses, right? And these are open world bosses. When you look at the bosses in dungeons, so I'm going to come over here to dungeons real quick. This boss over here, hard difficulty, by the way. If you're going to try to clear this boss in hard difficulty, you need a team. You literally need a team because you cannot clear these bosses on your own. You cannot. And that just completely proves, that him saying that there is no challenge is just not true at all. But you got this boss over here, Goblin Lair. You got Dragon Claw Valley, which is going to open a couple days here, like 3 days. And when these bosses, when they're available, they're permanently available. Like they're not like locked behind a time gate. Once they're available, and you can grind them whenever you want. We have Tina over here. Tina is absolutely annoying, but you also need a team for this boss as well. She's really, really difficult to beat, and you can also get gear as well. You guys can see there is no stamina. There's nothing blocking you from grinding for materials. You can do this 24 hours a day. It doesn't even matter. As long as you beat the boss, you get the materials. But another thing I like about this boss is there's like a lot of mechanics. That's one of the main things I like about the bosses in Blue Protocol. They have a lot of mechanics, and I will show you guys in future videos if I plan on dropping more Blue Protocol content. But Tina has some really good mechanics. Now we have this boss that is now available, and once again, you need a team as well. If you don't have a team, you're going to get one-shotted immediately. And these are dungeon bosses. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, right? An open world boss. Tempest Ogre. Look at his health bar, guys. His health bar is not moving at all. Dead. Dead. But guess what? If I had a team, if I had a group of healers, a tank, I would have survived that. All right? I would have survived that. And these bosses aren't easy because these bosses also obliterate healers and tanks as well. So you would have to like dodge this boss's attack. You would have to dodge. You have to rely on your teammates. You guys can see in the open world chat here, people are literally saying, hey man, there's a boss that we're all fighting as of to right now. Come join our world. That's how the game is. And that's why the game is really, really fun because it's like everyone is pretty much working together to become stronger, right? Everyone is working together to become stronger. If there's a boss available on a specific channel, on a specific line, we're going to join that line and we're going to go fight that boss. We're going to get the gear, all the rewards, and we're going to move on to the next boss. That's how the grind works when it comes to Blue Protocol. And that's why it's so satisfying and fun because you're connecting with so many people, grinding with so many players. It feels like, and of course, yeah, it's an MMO, but Blue Protocol, they definitely did a great job when it comes to you communicating with players, teaming up with players, and fighting these bosses. Really, really fun. So, the statement that, oh, this game, I haven't felt challenged at all. I understand you put 4 hours in the game, 3 hours in the game, but once again, man, like if you're gonna put 3 hours in the game and you're gonna say right off the bat, I don't feel challenged at all, It's just not valid, man. It's not valid, and you just didn't put in enough time in the game to actually, say something that's actually valid, right? A critique that's actually valid. Because I do feel like the time gate thing is definitely valid, but saying that the game doesn't have a challenge, definitely not valid whatsoever.
Excited. There wasn't one moment where I thought, damn, this could be something. This is the most average or below average game I have played in a long time, and it is very similar to any other mobile, free to play, MMO, gacha like experience that I've.
Now, this right here, when he says gotcha like experience, right? So, and that's exactly why I wanted to make this video because, once again, this video has 65,000 views. And when you look at the comments here, like a lot of people, I mean, some people here, though, there's like this person says, dude expected a 10 out of 10 challenge from a gang of level 5 pros. Like, I don't think he's really fighting the bosses. I don't know. But it's like when you're putting out this info that, it's like a gotcha like game and it's no different from these gotcha like games. Let's switch on over back to Blue Protocol real quick. When it comes to gotcha and Blue Protocol, you have the wishing system here. You're literally wishing for outfits. These outfits don't give you additional stats. They don't do anything for you. It's just cosmetics. It's just free to flex. That's literally it. Now, yes, you do have the not the mount here, but you do have the battle image here, right? Imagine where you can pretty much summon a monster that's going to, deal damage for you and it can do some other stuff as well. Yes, you can summon for these monsters. However, even though you summon for these monsters, guess what? When you pull for them, you still have to get the materials in order for you to actually craft Battle Imagines. Let me go ahead and show you guys here real quick because I've seen a lot of people say that this game is pay to win, which is incredibly false, right? That's literally just misinformation at this point because you can't pay to win. Like, you can't pay your way through this game. You can't pay to beat these bosses. So we're gonna come over here. I think it's definitely somewhere around here where like you can summon for these battle imagines. Hold up, I'm pretty lost right now. Imagine. Okay, there it is. So there was no reason for me to teleport there. I'm just lazy to do it. All right. So yeah, we come here. Where is it at, yo? It's so hard to find the battle imagine area. There it is, Central District. So you come to this guy here, and this is how you pull for these monsters. So you do will wish, and boom, battle will. Now, once again, I summon here. You can pretty much select, which one you want. But even though I get them, I come over here and click skip here. Imagine craft. You guys can see you literally need to farm materials in order for you to actually use these battle imagines, to use these monsters, to use, these summon characters or whatever. You still have to grind materials. So it's not just, oh, I just spend money and then I just get the imagines. No. You have to grind. You still have to grind. So the whole pay to win thing, it's not a thing, bro. It's not a thing at all. You can dump $1,000 on Battle Imagines, and you still have to grind. You still have to fight these bosses with other people, with other free to play players who are grinding their ass off in order for you to get these Battle Imagines. So Gotcha is not the main focus of this game whatsoever. You guys can see I literally have a Battle Imagine, and I can't even use it because I have to farm materials in order for me to actually craft that Battle Imagine. And I think that's actually pretty good, right? That's actually really dope. So, gotcha is not the main aspect of this game. It's not. Gotcha is not the main aspect whatsoever. So, if you see anybody saying, oh, Blue Protocol is pay to win, no, it's not. There is no PvP in this game. No PvP at all. Like, the only reason why you would spend money on this game is to get better skins. That's literally it. Get better skins, get all the battle imagines, but at the end of the day, you still have to grind really, really hard to get these battle imagines and use them.
I've experienced. I recently played another game called Crystal of Atlan, and I reviewed it very harshly. This feels very similar. overall to
Say that this is similar to Crystal of Atlan is a crazy take. I am not gonna lie. Comparing this to Crystal of Atlan is crazy, bro. Like this game is nowhere near Crystal of Atlan level.
Crystal of Atlan. It does not seem like a MMO that I am ever going to want to play long term, and it is a already time-gated experience. I need to wait 15 hours. 30 minutes into playing, I was already time-gated from the main story quest. What I'm trying to do right now is see how long it takes me till I get locked out. I just want to get an idea of how long I can go. I'm already locked out! 17 hours, 18 minutes.
So, okay, once again, guys, when it comes to the time gating thing, it's valid. Like the time gating thing is annoying, but he just did the story and that's it. He didn't grind. He didn't try to level. He didn't do any of that. He just did the story and that's it.
I'm already logged out. And even though I was gated on the main story quest, then I thought, well, do you know what? I can start working on some of my skills.
Okay, I was about to say, there's no way he was like, oh, I'm time gated. Okay, I'm leaving. That's it. The game is trash. Like, there's no way.
Skills in the game, but they've also got these like life skills that you can do. I can't even remember where I found that, but life skill. Here we go.
Yeah. By the way, guys, life skill. This is fun. Like life skill thing is really cool. You're like farming, mining. You're doing a lot of things when it comes to life skill. This is actually a pretty good system. It's really fun.
Energy on the life skills, and you can only choose X amount of skills, and you can't grind them all out at the same time. They limit your progression, so even if you do these skills and you go mining or smelting or fishing or whatever you want to do, you can't actually take it up to the higher tiers for a week and then almost a month. You're not a... I just broke my chair.
Understandable. I think that's a pretty fair take. The fact that they locked like the higher levels behind the time gate, understandable, right? I think that's valid. Once again, guys, like I'm not gonna sit here and defend the time gate thing. I think the time gate is definitely annoying for sure. But once again, like you can complain about one thing, but using that one thing you're complaining about to pretty much disregard everything about the game, nah, bro.
You're not you're not allowed to fully progress. The server has to be open for 7 days, so you can't focus on mining and get ahead and start getting resources. You can't get ahead and get metal producing level 2 here for 26 days because you're not allowed to be a miner. You're not allowed to be a smither. You're not allowed to be the king of culinary and spend your time grinding this up to make the best food to push dungeons down the road. You're not allowed to play the game, essentially. There's so much.
Now that part right there, where you're not allowed to play the game. Once again, guys, this is on like day 1 of Blue Protocol. Let me go ahead and show you guys what my life skill is looking like on Blue Protocol. So we come over here, we got life skill. I have 100 more points left, but you guys can see I'm level 2, and this is just like day 4 or day 5. Level 2, level 2, level 2. I can work on these, but I'm not focused on these right now. I'm mostly focusing on gem crafting, so I can go ahead and like level up. And I already unlocked it, right? I already unlocked it because we look at mastery. I unlocked it here. And yes, I agree that, them time gating these over here is definitely like unnecessary. But the thing is, it's like, you don't really need these right now. And the reason why I say that is because when it comes to gem crafting, right? You're pretty much getting like additional stats for gear. Like you guys can see, you're getting luck, you're getting crit, you're getting haste, and you're also getting mastery, right? But when you look at these other gears, right? When you look at these other gems, they're the same thing, right? They're just like a higher level. So I think what they're doing is they're pretty much trying to... The reason why they're time baiting these things is because they're afraid that people are going to clear content immediately, and therefore they're going to be like, damn, this game is boring, right? So I think that's the reason why they're time baiting it. Once again, not giving them excuse to do it, but I think that's why they're doing it, right? So I can see both sides to this, but me personally, I still can't stand the whole time gating thing. But I don't think the life skill being time gated is that big of a deal because you are not in desperate need of getting like these higher level gems. You're just not at all. Like the thing is, I'm not even using these gems on my characters. Like I'm not even using them on my gear, and I'm doing perfectly fine. Like I'm actually like dealing a lot of damage. Like I'm dealing 18k, 17k, and all I'm doing is just leveling up my gear. That's all I'm doing. I don't even have gems involved. So you're once again, you're not in desperate need of higher level um stuff when it comes to life skills. Just take your time, man. Just take your time because once again, there are so many things to do in this game. And when it comes to farming life skill, guys, it is a lot, right? It is a lot. And if you do join a guild, right? That's why I say this, man. Once you play the game for at least 4 days, you unlock so many things, man. Not even 4 days, 2 days. Once you join a guild, let me go ahead and claim this over here. Boom, there we go. We got some materials, nice. But we do have the guild center here. Once you run out of like stamina when it comes to life skills, you can purchase more through the guild center completely for free, man. All you have to do is pretty much play the game. That's all you have to do. We're gonna come over here to this girl over here, Chien. Come to guild store, boom, you get this. You get 7. You pretty much get like what? 800 800 focus points, a focus potion. 800 can actually carry you really, really far. You can literally level up these life skills to like level 4, level 5, if you're focused on one, like let's say gem crafting or culinary, right? So it really just comes down to you want to focus on one thing and just go crazy, man, and you're gonna have a blast while you're doing it. Trust and believe me. So yeah, I just feel like him like just like playing the game for at least 4 hours and him saying like him talking about life skills. I don't know, man. Like, did he join a guild? Let me see if he actually joined a guild. Because if he joined a guild, then this wouldn't be that much of a problem at all. Especially when it comes to the focus points.
Time gating that I'm seeing already that I just don't want to play. I don't want to log in and do daily logins and those FOMO gotcha mechanics in order to retain me. I want you to retain me because I want to play the game. Now, I want to talk about something very quickly because I think this is a very important thing. I'm just going to go to the stereo planes. I'm just going to jump in here and teleport in. You can do regular battling. And if you're doing some sort of endgame content where you actually need to dodge, there are opportunities where you actually need to put in effort in combat. But 99% of the gameplay that I have done so far, fighting enemies, is so easy, is so boring. I know that this is like a level 1 mob. I'm level 20. I know. But the mobs barely attack you. They barely even approach you. You can kill them so quickly. And pressing these buttons on trash mobs that repeatedly don't do damage. I'm going to go to a higher level area so people don't complain. I'm going to go here. This is a higher level area. This is actually higher level than me. If I run up to some mobs and I start attacking them, they barely do anything. Now that boss will one-shot me because I'm not supposed to be here. But these basic mobs, this is a level 16.
It's not even that like you're not supposed to be there. If you literally join like a team, like if you have a party, you can actually beat that boss. And that's the thing. It's like I don't think he actually tried to fight these bosses. It's like he just looked at the enemy trash bombs. He's like, yeah, man, these guys they're just easy to defeat. Yeah, this game sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I definitely agree that when it comes to enemy trash mobs, they just standard. They don't really do much. But that's in multiple games where they just standard. They don't really do anything. But that is actually a valid complaint there. I think that's actually fair. Like the enemy trash bombs.
Mob,
Just
I'm
look
level
at
20,
this.
whatever. They don't
Yeah,
really
he's really just standing there. Yeah, that's understandable.
do anything. And by the time they start approaching you, they're so slow. They're so slow that it's just not fun. It is not a fun game. And you can also auto battle. And when you auto battle, I walked away for 15 minutes. I went and checked on my kids. I went and made a sandwich. I had a little drink of water. I took a poop. And I came back and I had almost full health. Gamers, I stood in the middle of an area where they were respawning constantly. It was impossible to die. And I understand that maybe because it's like a mobile game, they want it to be casual or somewhat accessible. When it's this blatantly boring and almost impossible to die. Like, anyone who had a brain could dodge these attacks and not take damage. But, like, if it was more engaging, if I had some fun, I wouldn't be dunking on it as hard as I am. But this is... I don't think you can consider this a video game. I genuinely don't think you consider it a video game.
That's the thing. It's like he's trying. Like, okay, I understand what he's saying. He wants these enemy trash pods to be a little bit more interactive, but saying that, because these enemy trash mobs aren't really doing much, then this isn't really a video game. It's, I don't know, man. It's such a crazy take considering how whenever, like, because once again, when it comes to the bosses in this game, the bosses are the main focus because when you fight these bosses, you're getting rewards. You're getting a lot of things from these bosses, dungeons, raids, or whatever. When it comes to enemy trash mobs, they're just there in order for you to like just get achievements or whatever. They're not really like the main focus. So I think it's way more like I think it's fair to talk about the bosses instead versus focusing on enemy trash mobs because I don't nobody really talks about the enemy trash mobs in this game because no one really cares about that. It's mostly the bosses that we talk about.
Because it is so autoplay and or the ability to autoplay is there and it is so easy, you might as well, because pushing buttons and getting carpal tunnel for no benefit is just not worth it. You might be thinking, okay, well, Mtash, I think you're being like too savage on it. Let me just show you something really quickly. I'm gonna pull up my stream. I'm gonna pull up my stream from earlier today, and I'm gonna show you a fight. We just did this fight a little while ago. Here we go. There's me reacting to it. This fight actually had some mechanics in it.
Thank you. Okay,
right.
so he's actually talking about the boss. I'm like, there's no way he's like this entire video. He's just gonna ignore the bosses and focus on, things that don't really matter that much. But yeah, when it comes to the bosses in this game, like they have really good mechanics, bro. Like they actually have really interesting mechanics that makes it a lot more challenging.
This fight actually had some mechanics in it. You had to jump across.
But like expecting this for enemy trash mobs though, that doesn't make any sense because enemy trash mobs, there's like there's like 1,000 enemy trash mobs in the open world. There's like a ton of them. And if each and every single one of them has like some mechanic where you have to do something, it's also going to get tedious at some point, because what if I just want to beat that enemy trash mob just to get like this little achievement, I gotta, do a whole lot of gymnastics just to do something so simple.
This lightning. This was the only moment in 4 hours that I was like, do you know what? Maybe I would have a little bit of fun if it was a little harder. But it was impossible to die. The healers heal me so much that even if I do get...
Yeah, play this in hard difficulty. This is, by the way, guys, this is normal difficulty. You guys can see it says normal here. Play this in hard difficulty. Hard difficulty is a completely different story. Once again, guys, it's 4 hours in the game, guys. 4 hours in the game. You gotta give the game more time. You gotta like put in effort. You gotta actually play the game for like at least 4 days, right? And you'll see, all right, now I can actually judge the game fairly, right? Playing this in normal difficulty and saying that is, I'm not losing that much HP. You have like what? You have a healer here. And by the way, healers are busted in this game, but even though they're busted, these bosses, they literally one-shot you.
Hit. I don't think it's possible to die. If I sit in every single attack, I let the boss attack me, I cannot die. There is no risk. There's no threat. What is the point? It does like 400 damage. My.
All right, guys. Give me 1 second here. All right, so we found our team here. So this is Tina, guys. Man, oh man, I can't wait for this. All right, here we go. Yeah, we go through this door here. Right, Ooh, look at that damage. That damage is juicy. Really good damage there. Oh my gosh. Nice. They're done. On to the next group. That was a good dodge right there. Oh no. Bro, these enemies are tanky, man. Alright, he's done. Wow, that was... They took a lot of damage, man. Nice. I think... Oh, we still need a couple more points here. Okay, so we have one of our teammates here. So this is one of the boss mechanics I'm talking about when it comes to Tina. When it comes to Tina, she has this mechanic where she has a sigil that she passes around, and you want to give that sigil to a tank unit. Because if you don't give that sigil to a tank unit, you're pretty much cooked. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to mechanics. It's really, really cool, the fact that they implement mechanics like that, where players actually have to come with a plan, and they actually have to, like, pay attention. Because if you don't pay attention, if you don't read when it comes to mechanics, like, you're going to sabotage the entire team. You're going to sabotage the whole run. So here she is, guys, Tina. This boss right here, oh boy, oh boy. Remember, y'all, there is no challenge in this game, and there is no difficulty, and you just don't die at all. You guys see, I have the sigil. That purple line around me, I'm going to go ahead and try to find the tank. And if I can't find it, I just pass it on over to another player. And we shall all stand in a circle here so that we can spread out the damage. Because tank is really important. You don't want your tank units to die. And of course, DPS are important as well. We're actually doing pretty good here. Did he pass it to the tank unit? I hope so. Oh, so somebody already died. And when you die, you have to, like, consume this material in order for you to revive. Oh, she summoned these clones. We have to get rid of these clones. Oh, man. Oh, no. Somebody... the clone is gonna go to her. It's over. Am I making the time? Oh, we didn't make it in time. The clone already made it. Oh, we got it. Nice. Okay, we got it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Gonna do that attack. Woo! I don't think this person has the jelly beans to revive. I think those are like jelly beans you use to revive. I don't think she has some anymore. Oh my goodness. Good. Now here's the part. This mechanic here, if you don't avoid this, I think you get one-shotted if you don't avoid this mechanic. There it is. This over here. She's gonna take her blade. She's gonna swing it across the battlefield. Gotta wait at the right moment. Teleport. Boom. So now we reach to the other side. Now we have to see where she's gonna go this time. Where's she going? Oh, you gotta hurry up. Woo! There we go. Alright. And then, after that, she teleports back down. Fight her again. We go ahead and pass this on over. I have a huge feeling we're not going to be able to beat this. My gosh. That was a lot of damage there. Ooh! Where's the take at? Okay. One of our main damage dealers died, so this is not good. Then here. There. Ah, I knew we were going to take damage from that. Get that haste up. Wait for my skill to come back. So now we can cast Tornado. I think she applied the damage resist. Yeah, she's doing it again. Alright, let's go ahead and head on over to this side. Gotta wait for the right moment. And if you teleport immediately, you will die because her blade is still next to the door, so you want to like time it correctly. Where is she at now? Oh, no, no. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I ran out of stamina too. Good thing is I do have these, so I can go ahead and revive myself. See, guys, like, I'm telling you, man, if you don't understand how these mechanics work, you literally cannot beat these bosses. You just can't. And if you think that reviving yourself is going to cheese it, that's just not the case. Because you have to consume a lot of, materials, a lot of currency in order for you to actually revive yourself. So it's not easy, man. You gotta, match up with like the right players who actually pay attention. Mechanics. Did we get the other boss? Oh, one more. I don't care. I'm gonna go all in. All right, she's done. We want to get rid of all those clones before they reach her. Ah, dang. There's no way for you to dodge that. We're this close to breaking her. Ah, I'm gonna take some damage. Yep, I knew it. There we go. We dodged pretty well there. Nice. So close. Oh my gosh, there's no way, bro. I have a huge feeling that she's gonna do some nonsense here. She dodged the attack. Are you kidding me? That was kind of my fault there. I could have like saved it after she did that attack, but I just did it immediately, which was kind of stupid. But we did. We got it. Nice. So let's go to skip that. Ooh, we got a Pioneer Award. Nice. Let's wait for the gear. What did I actually get here? Ah, I was hoping I could actually get a weapon. Of course, it's going to be easy for you to get rid of them. Of course. Of course, you're not going to deal that much damage. Of course, you're not going to receive that much damage because it's normal difficulty. Let me go ahead and move my camera here real quick. You guys can see it says normal difficulty. Of course, it's not going to be that hard because it's normal. And this is the easiest dungeon boss in the game. Go fight Tina. Tina is like one of the most annoying bosses in the game. And I don't mean like, like, oh, you got to spend money to beat this boss. No, like, it actually takes skill and you building a proper team, you having a good team, you being paired up with good players that actually have skill to beat Tina, right? So we're not going to watch the rest of this video here, but all I have to say is that yes, Blue Protocol has issues. Yes, Blue Protocol has problems when it comes to the time gating. A lot of people don't like that. Devs should like, do something about that. But to sit here and complain about enemy trash mobs, complain about not receiving that much damage when you're playing in normal difficulty, And spending 4 to 3 hours in the game and you're saying that there is not, a challenge for you, it just doesn't make any sense, bro. It just doesn't make any sense at all. And I feel like if you put in a little bit more hours, you actually play the game despite, the whole time gating thing, which is frustrating. You will have a blast. Trust and believe me, you will have a blast. And let me go ahead and show you guys one more thing. So when it comes to guild, right? Uh the guild content is insane. So you can have up to like what, 85 people, 80, 88 people in guilds. And look at how much content you have when it comes to guild. You got guild hunt, right? You got guild dance. You're pretty much dancing with guild members. Guild merit, where you're pretty much just getting exp. You have check-ins. You have guild cargo as well, which that can pretty much help you get materials. And we also have a housing system. But yeah, that's all there is to it. There's some things he said that I agree with, but there's some things I disagree with heavily, especially the part where he said that the bosses, like when it not even just bosses, but when it comes to challenging content, the game is lacking that. And his example is, a goblin boss, which is the easiest dungeon boss in the game in normal difficulty. It's just not a valid critique. And if you spend more hours into the game, you will clearly see that the game actually does have challenging content. And I just showed you guys Tina, the boss Tina. Like, if you're not paying attention, if you're not vigilant, you will get cooked. She will cook you. That's just how this game is. And I like that. Challenging content. And when you beat that challenging content, boom, you get the rewards and you feel rewarded. That's what it feels like whenever you're fighting these bosses in Blue Protocol. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.